Hello and welcome to another Wrong Gamer video. In this video, I'm gonna do a small review of the latest event, Alliance War Hear Me Roar. Now, first of all, apologies for not being able to do my regular Thursday streams. I have a really busy week, busier than usual, so really couldn't get the energy to come back and do a complete live stream. Here's the event. We've got a new Titan. I believe her name is, yeah, it is VALORN. Now, first off, in a single word, if you do not have time to really sort of go through the whole video, this is a fantastic Titan, no doubt about it. Um, and of course, I'll talk about why I think that. But that is my very, very short answer. It is an awesome Titan. Uh, now the other thing that's interesting, which of course is the way they lay out the events, is that you will always have a fantastic relic right at the end of the rewards chain, which makes people want to go for that, if not the Titan that's in the event. So here you have a relic which is called Valorn's Helm. You get health for spearmen, poison resist, and fire resist, which is absolutely great for a defensive unit, especially like spearmen. Now, spearmen already have a lot of health to start off with. If you add on more and more health, especially with poison resistance, which basically means you're not going to have any your panthers are going to have a real tough time taking down taking down spearmen. So it's a fantastic relic. Now, the relic on the right is the Banner of Iron. It's also a great relic because it offers troop damage, and with that fixing of troop damage, or probably a soon to come fix to the troop damage issue, this is a very good relic if you're considering building a Toland, a Siggy, probably even a Wukong. I guess not a Wukong because it's not a physical Titan, but any Titan that has a physical element and has got archers buffing, it's a fantastic relic for that purpose. The one in the middle, which is the shield, I'm not a big fan of it. Yes, it gives you a bit of spearman armor, but this relic is more or less used to patch up the remaining resistances, either on your champions or paladins, more or less, or probably even your infiltrators if you're going to use them against a more or less physical defense. So it's a good relic for this event. You can use any 4-star guardians. I am using Mitano, which is at level 51, for this grind. But if you do happen to have one of these newer ones, say Athena, it might be a good idea to use that to get some few levels going on her as well. For this event, you got a new boost relic called Cheese, I believe, a cold serving. So you can get those, and it's in now. What is kind of interesting is that we've been getting all these new new boost relics. So what that means is if you have any of the old ones, you are unfortunately not going to be able to use them. So any of the old relics, any old tokens you had, which were the ones that could work for physical events, they wouldn't work for this event. But what the devs have been doing, and I hope they continue to do that, is to hold events where you can use up any of the remaining old relics for that particular event. So, and if you remember, that was the case for the last Toland event where you could use any relics that you had in store. So if you have any of the old relics, I wouldn't be too upset because you'll be able to use them in a future event. Now let's go and look at the events. Now currently I'm an event which in a league which has got a soul minimum of 5,000 souls. So I'm trying to do my bit. Let me go through the rewards chain and have a look before I give you my opinion, or a complete opinion on what potential VALORN has. Great thing to see that the event has begun with giving away an iron token. You can pick up an iron token again at 400, and by the time you get yourself to 5,000 5,000 souls, you can pick up 3 iron tokens, which is absolutely great. For someone like me who's unfortunately hasn't got too much time this week, my goal really is to put in the time needed to get myself to that 5,000 souls mark. And in fact, for me, I am going to try and push to 5,500 souls to get those extra 150 divine gems to get to my ultimate goal of 5,000 divine gems to do a guaranteed pull, which I don't know at this pace when that's going to happen, but that's the goal. Halberd is great. You don't in my opinion, this is a very rare relic to get from an event. So if you are missing one of these and you have been unlucky to get these from battle drops, and especially for a new castle level player, it's a good relic to improve the spearman damage. Astron is a good Titan for a 3-star Titan version. I have a decent Astron, I believe, so worth getting him if you can, but it's not something you would really need to grind for, because he does come out for probably a lower soul count in the other ice events. You get the Kite Shield, and the Kite Shield, the good thing about this Kite Shield, obviously it's a 4-star one, but it's guaranteed to be a spearman resist against poison, which is absolutely fantastic because it's quite a rare thing to get. I actually already have a Kite Shield with poison resist, so I'm okay. But if you need to get a Kite Shield, if you don't have one, you can hit the jackpot by scoring one with poison in this event. You get an epic token, which is all good. You get the Banner of Iron we spoke about at 12,000 souls. You get some extra gems, but the first main prize for this is Meku at 14,000 souls. Meku is a 4-star Mossman Guardian, which has buffs for Panthers, defensive buffs for Panthers and defensive buffs for Spearmen, and so they are fixed. So you will always get X armor health, X armor armor for both your Panthers and Spearmen, which is a good build. But is it as good as VALORN, right? So there you go. Now Iron Guard you spoke about. Now obviously 7,000 souls, you pick up the new shiny Titan VALORN, and I term VALORN to be Volstan's wife, but probably in the very true sense of the word, the better half of Volstan. Volstan, was it? Yeah, Volstan. So with VALORN you get the first 3 skills will be elemental tier 2 skills, so you could get 72% resistance to 3 different elements, which is important because the devs did say that they are unique elemental skills, so you are not running at the risk of landing up getting 2 tier 2, let's say, poison resist skills. So no matter what that means, you will get a very decent build for VALORN. Now most importantly, in the last the 4th and the 5th slot, you will get, and this is guaranteed as well, a X skill health for Spearman, X skill armor for Spearman as well. So given that you get those 3 unique elemental resists, VALORN will probably be one of the meatiest defenses to take down. In terms of in the line of defenders, I would put VALORN really high up there in the list of the best defenders in the game. Remember, Spearmen are already very tanky, and now if you all remember how good or how formidable Skolnar can be, because Skolnar provides defensive skills for Goliaths, but with Skolnars you can land up with a risk of having different you can have same elemental resists repeating themselves, and also you do not get X health and X armor with Skolnar. But now with another unit which is also quite meaty, or probably as meaty as Goliaths, you've got Spearmen. And Spearmen having guaranteed X health and armor along with extra elemental resist, man oh man, you're gonna have some very, very strong Spearmen in battle, which will be very hard to take down. There's already a video, I can't remember by whom, I think it's called Vampire, and he's put up a video on YouTube already, and it really shows you how meaty a maxed VALORN with maxed Spearmen can be. even with, so if you have 100% poison resist spearman defense with VALORN, you will need seriously high armor piercing cats, seriously high damage spearman cats, damage cats, to be able to actually take down those spearmen. It's going to be hard. So so yes, it's a very good Titan. If it even if it doesn't give you greens on your defense, anyone attacking a max VALORN defense is going to take a long time to get through that. So in competitive battles, especially in higher leagues, masters and legends, he is going to make a lot of difference, and this is going to be reflected by the rankings that we will now overview as well. The top ranks, you're going to always find that the people in the top ranks, the top leagues, will always want to have a Titan that's going to offer a good defense. So that's what it is. That's important as well. Now the other amazing relic, of course, is VALORN Helm, and this relic is not only good for VALORN, but remember, any Titan that works with Spearmen, this includes Meku. And the key point there again, guys, in the second and third slot, you've got Titan and Army resist against poison and fire. So it's not only the Titan but the Army as well. So if you're going to think of equipping this to Meku, you will be providing 24% resistance, or I think it's 24% to its max, I can't remember, but you will get I think it is 24% resist to poison for your Panthers. So if you put in a bit of you put in a mount armor there, and a few more poison resistant relics, you can probably reach 100% poison resistant Panthers as well as 100% poison resistant Spearmen, which is a deadly combination. So Meku can turn out to be very, very strong against Panthers, if with that build, with other builds as well. So VALORN's Helm is a fantastic event, and it's 90,000 souls, guys. It's a lot. It's a lot. Obviously, with you're not getting a 1.3 boost. I would have liked this to be a 1.3 boost, but this event is actually, if you've been holding on to your tokens for a while, you want a great defender. It's certainly one to go for. As for me, the reason I'm not going to go to the end. I don't have the time to actually grind this. I'm literally logging in a few hours in the evening and doing my grinds, and yes, you can see you can actually achieve what I have. I had a few gold servings that I had received from the Theaters of War event. I think there's about 3. There was 1 2-star and 2 1-stars. With that, a bit of grinding, yes, I'm reaching 4,000. I've reached 4,200. I will be going up to 5.5 touchwood, if not 5,000. But that's what it is. Now coming back to the ranking, yes, hopefully my alliance will pick up that, and me meeting the event goals. As you can see, what I was saying earlier, you will find that the top leagues, so League of Gods is a very highly competitive alliance, right? So they obviously the kings, I would say, one of the servers in Legends. They know why this VALORN is super important. So you can clearly see that they have been really pushing it now. Events are only about 100 so 1,000 souls away, which might seem a lot for us, but for the top competitive teams, they really push it. Then you might see a switch around of Events are still coming on top, but all these sort of alliances are highly competitive, and they know the importance of this brilliant Titan. So there you go, guys. That was my overview of this event. I hope you all can reach a particular goal, and if you are saving tokens, I would highly recommend getting on this Titan. So that's it for me, guys. I hope you like this video. If you do, please drop a like.